Die FarmSpace drukbewydingstoer moontlik gemaak deur King Price Insurance, Verback Voermol, Agricol en Stafix. FarmSpace, ons praat boer.
Hello and welcome to FarmSpace. We're just outside Bronkhorstspruit at the Goudsberg Toelies and we're talking strip grazing with Stafix and their products that can make you more profitable and make things work better for you and easier. Now with me I've got Gavin, and he's quickly going to explain to me how these things are going to make it work for you in the veld every day. Gavin, welcome.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Okay, what do we have? Let's start with here with the first contraption.
Okay, so this is our standard Poliwire that everyone uses for strip grazing. Nice and easy to wind up, to let out. This is our value reel, made by South Africans, for South Africans. Not plastic, it's nylon, so it's very, very strong, very, very heavy duty. We've got our Cornerstand over here, which makes things nice and simple. The Poliwire will go onto your reel, and all you'll do is you'll wind it up whenever you need to make a camp. Lift up the latch over here to release the brake, and when you pull it down that way, then you'll obviously be unwinding the Poliwire.
Okay, so it does have a brake?
It does have a brake indeed. Brake is on. And
when you're done, you just hook the wire on here on the little spring.
Correct.
So that it doesn't tangle.
So it doesn't make a big mess. We've got to use this again and again and again. This is temporary fencing. It's reusable. That's why it's Poliwire, nylon wire with metal strands, and the metal strands is what makes it conductive, which actually delivers the shock to the animals.
Okay, we've got here two plastic stands, or why are they? Well, they're not plastic, they're nylon or something. But why are you using this and not steel?
Steel. The problem with steel is if we do forget one of the poles out in the field, and your combine comes along, it can damage the blades. It can cause some nasty damage to the combine itself. What's nice about these is it is plastic. The combine can go over it. It can shred it, no problem. There's a very small piece of metal on this, which is usually inside the ground, so it obviously doesn't give damage back. They're very nice and versatile, nice and light as well, so the guy putting up the fence, he can carry quite a few of them at the time. Problem with metal is it's heavy, and obviously if we forget it, we don't want a combine to go over anything metal, because it's going to cause a lot of damage.
So this is perfect for your no-till sort of guy that does strip grazing after they've planted or after they harvested, especially, and then make sure that if someone forgets one of these in the field,
it's not crucial if they forget it. Obviously we don't want them to, because it's got to be replaced, but if it does, it's farm friendly. It happens all the time.
Things happen. Okay, and they're going nicely into the ground with no issue at all.
As you can see like that, yes.
Okay, then we have the steel one here. This is the typical one you see every day, everywhere. Very nice foot pedal right there, going to the ground.
It's a very popular one. It's made out of steel. It's made out of spring steel. So when you do bend it, it bends back to its own form. This is what we call the pigtail, the insulator. Very, very common wire goes through there. If you're mixing cattle and sheep, cattle and goats, you can see there what we've done is added another bobbin, another insulator, and that can be moved up to any height that you want, especially if you've got small lambs, you'd want it closer to the ground to keep them in.
So I can buy these at any, buy them in big packs.
You can buy those in big packs, small packs,
and then
sold individually.
Just add them differently. If I've got a few sheep, I can just add another one. If I've got boerbok or something, add another two maybe, just in case they want.
Very versatile. You can literally gauge your animals. Put the wire. We always say to people they must put the wire nose height to the animal they intend to control. So you get a gemiddeld.
An average, yeah.
An average of where your average height of your animals, and you can just put it to nose height of there. That insulator is very, very versatile. It's called a screw-in. Right now what you're doing is you're screwing it on, and it goes onto pretty much everything. So there it goes onto our pigtail, and if we looked right next door to it, it's going onto another very popular dropper, your standard metal dropper, and with it being versatile, you can put it up to whatever height you want. You can actually design the fence for your animals.
Yeah, so this makes it perfect. If these are maybe not in stock at the moment at your co-op or in your area, you can just buy the dropper, add your bobbins, and
droppers are never out of stock.
Yeah, they will never be.
So we know that there's always
and everyone's got some lying around somewhere. Then the last one over here.
That is for your temporary fencing, that is for your corners. Okay, so we can see over there, that's our starting point with our value reel. The wire would come down along. When you get to a corner, it's difficult to go around a corner with one of these because when you start to strain, it pulls over. So this one has got a tripod, it's got a tripod foot stand, heavy duty galvanized, strong long lasting insulators. That's what you'd have in your corners when you're making a complete temporary fence for your strip grazing.
So this is perfect for the guys that does not have the normal fencing around in the area. Maybe the camps are too big.
Maybe the camps are in the middle.
Yeah. So you create your temporary fence with your own energizer, probably with the sun.
Exactly like that.
Solar powered as well.
Remember, temporary fencing is something that should be completely 100% portable. Quite often we take it off a main fence, but many times it is put out in the field, in the middle, and it's a self-contained unit.
Okay, Gavin, thank you very much. Very informative, and we'll speak to you again.
Thank you very much. Thanks for having us.
Okay, guys, there you have it. Gavin here from Stafix explaining how these work. Make sure you watch out for more videos coming your way and how we can make strip grazing work for you. Until next time, cheers.